Hi, welcome to this yoga class that is going to help you do the strength to achieve your headstands. So it's going to bring a lot of focus to our shoulders, our core, and our back. It's going to be a workout, but mostly for the first half, and towards the end it will be some relaxing stretching. So when you're ready, grab your mat and meet me there.
Let's get started in mountain pose at the top of your mat. Feet about hip-width distance apart. Shoulders drop down away from your ears. Lifting your head to the sky. On your inhale, bring your palms together up overhead. And on your exhale, bring them to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms back up to the sky. And exhale, dive down into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Step back into your plank position. Try to keep a straight back here. And then come on down to your forearms, into your forearm plank. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Try to make sure your hips aren't too far high or too far down. Just a straight line with your back. Really building that strength in your core and your shoulders. Now drop your right hip, tap it to the mat, and then your left hip, tap it to the mat. So right plank, left plank. Right hip, left hip. Right hip, left hip. Doing a total of 20 of these. If you fall out at any point, just take a breath and get back in when you're ready. And next time, you'll be stronger. Lift your hips up into your dolphin pose, and then back to plank. So dolphin, plank. We're going to do 10 of these. This is a really good exercise to build the strength you need in your shoulders and core to achieve your headstands. Dolphin, plank. Dolphin, plank. Keep going. Now come on up to your hands, to your high plank, then elbow plank. High plank, elbow plank. Hand, hand, elbow, elbow. Try to keep your body stable here. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your two hands, up into your high lunge, and then windmill your arms back into your reverse crescent high lunge, feeling that nice stretch in your side body. And come on back down into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now stepping our left foot forward into our high lunge. Windmilling our arms back into reverse crescent high lunge. Now getting a nice stretch on the right side of your body, right side of your core. Just breathe. And come on back to your plank position. Drop onto your elbow plank, and another 30 seconds, elbow plank. Now we're going to do 20 knee jogs, touching each knee to the floor. So right, left, right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee. Stay in your plank, just tap your knees to the ground one at a time. Back to plank, then dolphin, plank. Dolphin, plank. Another 10 of these. Dolphin, plank. dolphin, plank. You got this. Now hand, into your high plank, elbow, elbow, forearm plank. Hand, elbow, elbow. Hand, elbow, elbow. Keep your core stable. Chaturanga Dandasana. Drop all the way to the ground. Bringing your hands under your forehead. You can rest your forehead on them into your crocodile position. Then lift your whole upper body off the mat altogether. For more of a challenge, you can bring your legs off the ground as well, and this should strengthen your back. Our back is an often neglected part of our core that we do need to achieve our headstands. Only 10 of these. Now extend your arms out straight and then bring them back. Out straight and then bend them back by your sides. Make sure your chest is lifted off the mat. Your arms are in the air. Forward, bent. Forward, bent. Just a few more. Now we're going to extend them straight out and then circle them out and bring them in bent. So similar to the last one, but straight, circle, bent. Straight, circle, bent. Keep going. You're almost done with these. Now bring your hands behind your back, clasp them together, and tap your heels together 20 times. Let's go. These heel beats are great for strengthening your lower back. Bring your arms in front of you. You can rest for a moment. And then come right back up. We're going to do our opposite leg and arm up, and then our left arm, right leg up. So right arm, left leg, right arm. And swim. Release. Pushing up into your upward facing dog. And pushing back into your child's pose. Come into your tabletop position. You want to arch your back like your spine is a smiley face. And then on your exhale, curve it in the opposite direction like it's a frowny face. So inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come on to flat back. Extend your right arm out and your left leg back. And just for 10 seconds, use the strength of your core to hold you stable. And now bring that right knee to the left knee underneath you, do a crunch, and then extend out straight. So right knee to left knee, and extend. Crunch, and extend. Keep going. Now pump 10 times, lifting your left leg up and right arm up. And back to tabletop. Roll your shoulders maybe. Now bring your left arm out and your right leg back. Same exercises, other side. Just hold here. Find your stability. And crunch, left elbow to right knee. Extend, crunch, extend, crunch. Only a few more. Now pump 10 times. And back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and push yourself into your downward facing dog. Step your feet forwards into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Bring your feet about hip width distances apart. And sit on back into your chair position. Just hold a moment and drop to the mat. Now bring your legs up into your boat position so your legs could be bent, or for more of a challenge, you could straighten your legs, keeping your arms straight out in front of you, using the strength of your core to hold you here. And release, laying onto your back. Now bring your legs straight up in the air. And you can lift your hips off the mat, flexing your feet, keeping your legs straight. And see if they could touch the ground, if your toes could touch the ground over your head. If not, don't worry, don't hurt yourself here. You just want to feel a good stretch in your back. And maybe you could even clasp your fingers behind your back. Just breathe here. Don't worry how far you can get into the pose today. And you can release slowly. Planting your feet on the mat. See if you could touch your heels with your fingertips, just barely touching them, and then lift your hips into the air, into your bridge. Maybe even shimmy your shoulder blades together, clasping your fingers underneath your back. And release. Now you could do bridge pose again, or you could come into wheel with me. So for wheel, you want to bring your hands next to your ears with your fingertips pointing towards your toes, and then lift up almost onto your head, but keep pushing up. Feel a deep stretch here. Maybe step your heels closer to your hands. Now to come out of this, you're going to place the back of your neck on the ground and then slowly lower the rest of your body to the ground. Sit on up, coming into your downward facing dog. Step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms back up to the sky, palms together. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Dive it forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Step on back into your plank, straight back. Come on down to your forearm plank. And then turn over to your side forearm plank. So I'm on my right arm here, and you could bring your knee down if needed. Bring your right knee down if your right arm's on the ground, or you could stack your feet on top of each other. Just do your best here. Only 30 seconds. And now bring your hip to the mat and back up to side plank. So drop your hip and then back up. 20 of these. You got this. Don't give up. Now come on back to your forearm plank, and then your dolphin. Plank, dolphin, plank, dolphin. Keep going. Now hand, high plank, chaturanga dandasana, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forwards and then turn your back foot about 180 degrees. So it's parallel with the back of your mat, and windmill your arms up into Warrior 2. You want your both hips facing me. Now bring your right arm up overhead, reaching to the left. Allow your left arm to dangle down by your leg. Feel a deep stretch in your side body. Maybe look up to the sky. And now come over to your extended side angle. You could rest your right elbow on your knee, or you could bring your right hand all the way to the mat with your left arm extended overhead, reaching towards the right. Now you could take a bind, or you could keep that position. So a bind, you would reach your right arm underneath your thigh and your left arm behind your back, clasping your hands together. But no worries. You could stay in extended side angle and get that nice stretch. Come back to Warrior 2, then to plank, chaturanga dandasana, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Now step your left foot forwards, turning your right foot 180 degrees parallel with the back of your mat, up into Warrior 2, and your reversed Warrior. Bringing your left arm overhead, stretching your left body. And now into your extended side angle, stretching your right side body. Elbow on your knee or hand to the mat, whatever is more comfortable. And you could stay here, or you could do a bind, reaching your left arm underneath your leg and your right arm behind your back, clasping your fingers together. Release. You can do Warrior 2. Back to plank. And now down to your elbow plank. We're going to go to our left side plank now. So you could turn your forearm to the side. Have your feet stacked on top of each other. Or if you need your left knee drop to the mat, no worries. Now 20 hip dips. Bringing your hip to the mat. And then back up to side plank. Come on back to your forearm plank. Hand, hand, elbow, elbow, hand, hand, elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Keep your core stable. Chaturanga dandasana, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Come on down to your forearms, clasp your fingers together, and rest your head in between your hands. We're going to come into our headstand here. Now don't worry if your muscles are too sore and you can't get this today. Just do your best and walk your feet toward your body until your hips are directly over top of your head, and you could play shifting the weight over top of your head. Maybe bringing one leg off the mat at a time, playing with the weight balance. And when you're ready, you can bring both legs off the mat, and maybe even extend them straight into the air. You just want to hold, find your drishti, a non-moving point to stare at, focus on. It's important to make sure the weight is mostly on your forearms and not your head. If you need, you could try this against the wall. And release, coming in to your child's pose. You're going to cross your right arm underneath your left under your chest, allowing your forehead to fall to the mat, feeling a deep stretch in the back of your shoulder blades. We're just going to switch arms here, so bringing your right arm over top of left, just to switch up that shoulder blade stretch slightly, get a few different areas. Come on back to your regular child's pose, and then push up into your upward facing dog. And then drop your chest to the mat, bringing your arms into cactus arms bent at a 90-degree angle on the ground. And then you want to bring your right ear to the mat and bend your left knee, and then turn over, seeing if you could place your left foot to the mat behind you. Or maybe you need to keep it straight because your knee hurts. What's important here is you feel a stretch in your right pec. So you want your right shoulder on the mat as you turn your body over to feel a stretch. And release, coming right to the other side. Left elbow at a 90-degree angle, right knee bent, bringing your foot to the mat behind you. Or maybe your leg is straight. And release, pushing to your upward facing dog and back into your child's pose. Sitting on up, come face me in a seated position on your mat. And extend your right hand out to the side as you tilt your head towards the left, feeling a stretch in the right neck and top of your shoulder. And come on back and do the other side, extending your left fingers out, leaning your head to the right. Now bring your right arm overhead, leaning towards the left. And don't worry if you can't get your left forearm on the mat. Just keep both sit bones planted on the mat. Feel a side body stretch here. And to the other side. Right arm to the ground, left arm overhead. Stretching your left side body. Both hips planted on the mat. come on back to center. Bringing your feet together in front of you into your butterfly pose. So folding from your hips over top of your legs, soles of your feet together, knees out to the side. And come on up, turning to the side and laying onto your back. You want to place your right ankle on your left knee with your both feet flexed, and then reach behind your left knee, pulling it towards you with your hands, and release, crossing that right leg over left. And you could do eagle legs or just keep them crossed, and then allowing those knees to fall to the left as you gaze over your right shoulder. Both arms extended out to a T, both shoulder blades planted on the mat. Feel a deep twist here. And come on back to center. Switching your legs, so left ankle to right knee, both feet flexed. Pull your right leg towards you. And relax, crossing that left knee over right. Keep them crossed or bring them to eagle, allowing them to fall to the right as you gaze over your left shoulder. Again, arms out to a T, shoulder blades on the mat. And release into your Shavasana. Shoulders dropped away from the ears, feet slightly apart. Allow the practice you just did sink in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I promise if you keep at it, it will keep getting easier. Remember to subscribe to my channel for updates on new videos I post every week. And leave a comment letting me know what type of videos you would like to see me post in the future.